Good morning, everybody. It's Marty, the JavaScript party, and my buddy Rhett. It is Monday morning, June 22nd. Here's a nut for my buddy Rhett. And whoo, it is Monday, and yesterday was the summer solstice. I did not realize that, but June 21st was the summer solstice, and it turns out that I'd never even noticed, but basically one thing about the summer solstice is it's the point at which the sun goes the highest in the sky to you, which is a bizarre statement to me. And basically, so I guess and it, at its lowest point is like 30 degrees lower than the highest point. Wait, we're trying to run unit tests today. Um, so npm run test. So apparently, no matter where, depending on where you live, the sun may go up like this, like kind of in front of you, like that. So it rises sets in the west, rises in the east, sets in the west, and then goes across a certain arc. But that arc keeps getting higher and higher in the air, and then into the sky. And if you happen to live in a certain band of the Earth, certain regions, and Atlanta isn't one of them, there is a certain date that the sun will be directly over you, 90 degrees over you. Um, and then, um, and then if you happen to live, there's a couple places in the world that if you happen to live there and it's directly over you, then that means that it is in fact the summer solstice. But regardless of all of that, it's still at the highest point. So that's always bizarre when you live like a long life, like I've lived over 50 years, almost 60 years, and that you learn something like this just like been right in front of your face your whole life. And it's just wild how many things are like that. So anyways, I have unit tests running. This app layout sort of grew into a bunch of components and a service. And I don't know what the name for that is. There should be a name for that kind of component, that kind of service. And oh no. Okay, was that the build? Okay, that was the test one. Okay, so this one is running. So now, I don't know what that's called, but I probably should have um, what you'd call a module for this one to sort of group it all up. I think that's the purpose of modules. Um, all right, so this doesn't surprise me. Our unit tests are in fact failing. I never know the best way to do this, but I guess we'll start here. So app component layout spec line 42 column 28 is upset because we have something to set the calculation uh, aspect ratio, and I think we actually removed that completely. So I held the control button down and pushed it, and the IDE took me exactly where I need to be. But I will say that I don't have any um, that doesn't always work for me. It just happens to be working for me now. All right, so it looks like this component.get render ID is gone too. Does not exist. This was very expected, right? Like we deleted a bunch of stuff. Component finalize initialization on this component. Wow, just got rid of that one completely. It's kind of weird. At this phase, probably the best way to do it is just to delete stuff. Sometimes it's good to try to fix them, but a lot of times it just is better just to delete it all and start from scratch with the unit tests. Okay, I don't understand. Oh, is strender created? Apparently, we got rid of that function. Resize visualization. I think this one we probably still have. We just don't have it's different. It says it doesn't exist. There was process visualization, but not resize. And that's kind of thing that'll just kind of make you go like, oh, gulp. I hope I haven't completely lost some big section of code. Um, okay, this one is a weird issue. Expect. Cannot find name expect. Okay. Oh, they're all complaining about that. All right, so let's go ahead. I think we've taken care of that set of unit tests. I think this is sometimes the watch works really well and sometimes it doesn't. Um, but and what we're really trying to do is get to 100% TED code coverage. When I first started this project, it's called like a ThreeJS project, Angular 3JS, and I thought, oh, I'll be able to like learn 3JS and Angular kind of at the same time as as I'm moving. I knew Angular a lot less than I thought I did. I thought I knew Angular inside and out, and I clearly did not. Um, and I'm learning new stuff all the time. And B, Angular's so big that you just like you can't really be like, oh, I'm gonna learn that, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna become a astronaut and a professional football player at the same time. All right, so oh wow, so we have some to-dos, but it looks like okay, so at least they're all passing now. All right, so let's see what our coverage, it tells us our coverage. So we have like 17 lines not covered at all. We have 5 branches not covered. So anytime I see that there's a lot of branches not covered, I immediately think to myself, oh crap, okay, I'm gonna have to actually do some rewriting. We have 3 functions not called and 17 lines. All right, so let's do that so we can see who the offender is. Um, So it runs with coverage. This, I think, is a bit of an antique. I don't know that this could be around much longer. I saw that not Angular is kind of like, no, we're supporting both. We're not saying we're not supporting Carm and Jasmine. We support both. And now all of a sudden we're getting like, would you like us to convert all your Carm and Jasmine unit tests to Vite unit tests? And it's just like, okay, yeah, typical, very typical. I That's a very typical tech bro sort of move, right? Like, okay, yeah, no, we're totally supporting you, and then the whole time you're actively trying to undermine it. But yeah, but I'm probably not going to go down the Vite, whatever it is. VIT. I don't know exactly how they say it, but we're not going to go down that road. So this is a brand new service, so it makes sense that it wouldn't. But you see, we have all these. Yeah, this might end up needing to be broken down. But we got basically 7 of the 17 lines are in here. So, and then all 3 of the 5 branches are in here. 2 of the 5 functions that aren't tested are 2 of the 3 functions that aren't tested are in here. And so, and the lines and the statements line up. So, anyways, yeah, so we're gonna have to do this. Yeah, I was really worried about this one, how I was gonna break this into a unit test. And honestly, this is the point where I'm like, I don't even know exactly what all this stuff is doing. So I need to sort of break this down too into like smaller pieces that I can understand. Um, so it's saying, hey, filter everything where E is equal to is an instance of navigation end. So we'll probably just want to break this into its own little function that we call directly. That'll be the first thing we work on. Anyways, I'm a little bit late for work. I got to go. Happy coding, everybody. Bye.